Hi, Coach Bill Shea, Commit to Compete. In this video, I'm going to give the players the #1 skill you must possess to maximize your athletic ability. And that's the ability to listen. It sounds very simple, but man, players don't listen. Okay, I know as a coach, I shouldn't say all players, but in general, I'm finding that players who listen, who process the information, stand out very quickly. Let's put it that way. Like if you can listen and process what the coach is saying and not repeat the same mistake, because that's a mental mistake, right? When you make an error in what the coach says not to do and you do it, right? That's a mental error, okay? You should be able to eliminate mental errors. So that's, maybe you listened, but you didn't hear it, and then you didn't process it. So you have to listen, and then you have to process it, and not let it happen again. Because what happens is when a coach has to say, tells you 2 or 3 times the same thing, and now he's going to tell you 4 or 5 times. If he has someone else there that he only has to tell once, well, what would you do? Right? You go to the guy I tell once. I know as a player, that was a real strength I had, because when I was a sophomore, I was skilled. My skill level came up, but I wasn't like way more skilled than anybody else that was there, that I was competing against. But I was always in the right place. I was always in the right place. When the coach was talking to somebody else, he was talking to me, right? So when he corrected somebody out on the court, I was listening, and I took that correction, and I processed it, and I said, don't do that, all right, don't do that, don't do that. Okay, that's a mistake, that's a mistake. And then I went out there and I, did a pretty good job because I listened, right? I wasn't standing on the sideline going, oh, gee, when's it going to be my turn? I'm just standing around. Yeah, I'm standing around, I'm learning. I'm standing around and I'm learning. And then I went out there and did it. Okay, and there were other guys that I was competing against that, would make the same mistake. And then the coach would take them off the court, put me in. I mean, it's really that simple when you're at a certain point. Okay, and then as you accelerate, right, it's the same thing. Like you have to listen to the coach about how to get open, how to do everything, right? So part of being coachable is listening and processing that information. That's going to help you, #1, if you're not in a rotation, get in a rotation. If you're in the rotation, get in the starting lineup. Okay? And if you're in the starting lineup, maybe even get in a more prominent role. Okay? So when you listen, you learn. Okay? So whether you're in 5th grade or if you're a senior in high school, wherever you are, pay attention what's going on. Learn, understand what the coach wants. Understand the purpose of the drill. Understand what the coach wants in the overall picture from you specifically. And then that's how you get out on the court. That's how you get out on the field. That's how you get your playing time. Commit to compete. See you in the next video.